Kody Brown arrested for embezzling Janelle's property. Meri turns on Robyn in explosive fallout. In a twist no one saw coming, the sister wives world has been turned upside down. What once played out as a slow unraveling of a polygamist family now stands at the center of a full-blown legal scandal and an emotional betrayal that has stunned fans and family members alike. Kody Brown, the once charismatic patriarch of the Brown family, was arrested earlier this week on charges of embezzlement and property fraud, involving none other than his longtime spiritual wife, Janelle Brown. But the drama didn't stop there. In a development just as shocking, Meri Brown, the first and most loyal of Kody's wives, has officially cut ties with Robyn Brown, igniting a fiery confrontation that further fractures an already broken family. What happened behind the scenes of this reality TV family may be more scandalous than any scripted drama. The scandal uncovered Kody's arrest. According to a statement from law enforcement in Flagstaff, Arizona, Kody Brown was taken into custody after a months-long investigation revealed suspicious activity involving the transfer and misappropriation of assets held in Janelle's name. At the heart of the scandal is a plot of land and shared business accounts linked to the now-defunct Coyote Pass property project, an effort the Brown family had long touted as their dream of building a united homestead. Court records allege that Kody, acting without Janelle's consent, used her personal financial stake as collateral for a private loan. The funds were reportedly funneled into an LLC partially controlled by Kody and, shockingly, Robyn Brown. When Janelle discovered discrepancies in the paperwork, she alerted authorities, leading to a full-scale financial audit. What investigators uncovered was a pattern of deception, hidden documents, and a breach of fiduciary trust that stunned even the most seasoned detectives. "He betrayed not just my trust, but my independence," Janelle said in a private statement to a close friend. This wasn't just about money, it was about control. The fallout, Meri's explosive break from Robyn. As news of the arrest spread through the family, Meri Brown, once Kody's legal wife and longtime confidant, made the bombshell decision to sever her friendship with Robyn. The final straw, learning that Robyn may have been complicit in the scheme. Sources close to the family revealed that Meri confronted Robyn after discovering emails and legal documents showing Robyn had signed off on multiple transactions tied to Janelle's property, despite knowing Janelle was not involved. Meri felt like a fool, the source shared. She had defended Robyn when Christine left. She stayed loyal when everyone else walked away. But now she realizes Robyn was protecting Kody, not the family. The confrontation between the two women, described as emotional and heated, ended with Meri declaring she was done with the lies and the manipulation. "I stood by you when no one else did," Meri reportedly told Robyn through tears. "And you let him do this to Janelle? We were supposed to be sisters." The rise and fall of the Brown family dream. For years, sister wives presented a vision of plural marriage that emphasized unity, faith, and the idea that love could expand to include multiple women and children. But beneath the surface, fans began to see the cracks. Janelle, always independent and practical, had expressed frustration with Kody's lack of follow-through on the Coyote Pass project. Christine left the marriage in 2021, citing emotional neglect. Janelle followed in 2022, though not with the same fanfare. And now Meri, after years of clinging to hope, has finally walked away emotionally, if not legally. The recent scandal only confirmed what many viewers suspected. The family's foundation was built on control and favoritism. Robyn, the youngest wife, and the only remaining one still legally tied to Kody, had long been viewed by fans as the favorite. Now her role in the embezzlement investigation raises serious questions about how much power she truly held, and how much she may have sacrificed to maintain her position. Janelle's fight for justice. Janelle has not issued an official public statement since Kody's arrest, but those close to her say she is focused on protecting her financial future and standing up for her children. She's heartbroken, but she's also relieved, one family insider said. She's been gaslit for years. Now she has proof that her instincts were right. Legal analysts suggest that if convicted, Kody could face serious prison time, particularly if charges escalate to wire fraud or conspiracy. There's also talk that Janelle may file a civil suit against both Kody and Robyn to recover lost funds. Meri's path forward, a new beginning. For Meri, the fallout with Robyn marks the end of a complicated chapter. Once inseparable, the two women shared holidays, parenting roles, and a deep spiritual bond. But with trust now shattered, Meri is reportedly considering relocating permanently to Utah, where she has reopened her family's historic inn and begun building a life outside the sister wives' shadow. In a cryptic social media post days after the scandal broke, Meri wrote, "Sometimes the people you would take a bullet for are the ones pulling the trigger." Fans flooded the comments with support, with many urging her to fully cut ties and pursue peace. Robyn's silence speaks volumes. As of now, Robyn Brown has remained silent. No statements, no social media posts, no appearances. Her silence has only fueled speculation. Was she manipulated by Kody, or was she a willing participant in a financial scheme that harmed her fellow sister wives? If she's innocent, she needs to say something, a longtime Sister Wives viewer posted online. And if she's guilty, she owes the whole family an apology. Some insiders claim Robyn is devastated by Meri's departure from their friendship. Others say she's more concerned about protecting her and Kody's assets as the legal storm builds. The children react. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part of the entire ordeal is the impact on the children. Janelle and Kody share 6 kids, all of whom are now grappling with the reality that their father may have stolen from their mother. Gabriel and Garrison, already estranged from Kody due to previous family tensions, are reportedly furious. They always knew something was off, one source said. This just confirmed it. Meanwhile, Gwendolyn, Christine's daughter who has been vocal in recent years about the family's dysfunction, posted a simple but powerful message. Karma doesn't miss. What happens next? With Kody's legal team preparing for a defense and prosecutors allegedly looking into additional charges, the next few months will be crucial. Meanwhile, TLC has remained quiet about the show's future. Some speculate the network will capitalize on the drama, while others believe Sister Wives may finally come to an end. But for fans, this story has moved beyond reality TV. It's become a raw, real account of broken trust, fractured bonds, and the resilience of women who refuse to stay silent. Janelle is reclaiming her voice. Meri is rewriting her future. And Kody Brown, once the center of a polygamist empire, may soon be facing the harshest consequence of all: family betrayal, losing everything. Kody Brown faces legal trouble over Janelle's assets. Meri ends Robyn alliance. The curtain has finally fallen on the image of unity and trust that once defined the Brown family. After years of behind-the-scenes tension, emotional distance, and shifting alliances, Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown now finds himself at the center of a stunning legal scandal, one involving embezzlement allegations tied to Janelle Brown's assets. As the dust settles, another bombshell rocks the family. Meri Brown has ended her long-standing friendship with Robyn Brown, marking the final collapse of the once tightly knit sisterhood. What was once seen as a bold experiment in plural love is now unraveling into a story of betrayal, mistrust, and consequences that may be legal, emotional, and deeply personal. The calm before the storm. For years, fans of Sister Wives watched the Brown family evolve, from hopeful pioneers of plural marriage to a family strained by shifting power dynamics, emotional disconnect, and financial mismanagement. While Christine Brown's departure in 2021 cracked the foundation, it was Janelle Brown who became the quiet force of stability. Independent and business-savvy, Janelle often handled the family's finances and was a major stakeholder in the much-hyped Coyote Pass property. Though she and Kody never had a legal marriage, their spiritual union lasted for decades and produced 6 children. But that sense of stability collapsed when it was revealed that Kody may have illegally leveraged property tied to Janelle in order to secure loans and investments, without her knowledge or consent. Legal trouble emerges. Whispers began circulating earlier this year when Janelle noticed irregularities in property records and bank statements related to the Coyote Pass development. According to insiders, she initially tried to handle things quietly, questioning Kody about certain documents and undisclosed transactions. When answers didn't come, or worse, came in half-truths, she escalated the matter. A formal complaint was filed with local authorities, and a preliminary investigation uncovered what appears to be unauthorized financial activity by Kody Brown. These transactions allegedly involved the use of joint family assets, especially parcels registered in Janelle's name, as collateral for private ventures, possibly linked to Kody's and Robyn's LLC. While no criminal charges have been officially confirmed, multiple sources report that Kody is now under legal scrutiny for fraud, breach of trust, and potential embezzlement. Janelle, once the family's quiet powerhouse, has now found herself in the unexpected position of whistleblower. A heartbreaking betrayal. For Janelle, the legal implications are serious, but the emotional betrayal may be even more devastating. "I trusted him with everything," Janelle confided to a friend, according to reports. "Not just my money, but my years, my family, my loyalty. And he used that trust for his own gain." What stings more, she added, is realizing how long it had been happening, and how she had excused so many red flags under the belief that the family would one day come together on Coyote Pass. Now, instead of building homes, they're building legal cases. Meri's shocking decision, cutting Robyn off. As the legal battle brews, a separate, yet equally dramatic, split occurred. Meri Brown officially ended her friendship with Robyn, the wife she once supported above all others. This was no impulsive move. Sources say Meri had been growing uneasy for months, particularly as details of Robyn's involvement in the financial decisions began surfacing. Robyn, who had long positioned herself as the emotional glue of the family, was allegedly aware of Kody's actions, or worse, may have signed off on them as a co-owner in one of the business ventures. Meri felt blindsided. After standing by Robyn through Christine's departure, Janelle's distancing, and the family's COVID-era chaos, this felt like the ultimate betrayal. She defended Robyn to the end, one insider said. Even when fans and other wives questioned her loyalty, Meri stood firm. But finding out Robyn may have helped Kody with this deception. That broke her. According to another source, Meri confronted Robyn in an emotional conversation that ended with her saying, "We're not friends anymore. I can't trust you, and I won't keep pretending." The collapse of a sisterhood. For years, the spiritual wives of Kody Brown were united, not just by their shared husband, but by their shared sisterhood. They raised children together, ran businesses, and even leaned on each other during times of marital has slowly disintegrated, first with Christine leaving, then Janelle separating herself emotionally and financially. Now, with Meri cutting ties with Robyn, there's nothing left of the once cohesive unit. What began as a show about love, unity, and cooperation is now a story about isolation, power imbalance, and emotional survival. Fans are reacting with heartbreak and empathy. It's painful to watch women who sacrifice so much for this lifestyle be treated like pawns. One longtime viewer commented on social media, "Meri deserves peace. Janelle deserves justice." Where does Robyn stand? Robyn Brown, long considered Kody's favored wife, has been notably silent throughout the unfolding scandal. No public statements, no press appearances, no clarifications. Insiders suggest she's devastated by Meri's decision and feels misunderstood, but others are less sympathetic. She may not have initiated the fraud, but she didn't stop it either, one source said. And in this family, silence is complicity. Robyn's children, who had once enjoyed a close bond with the rest of the Brown siblings, are now caught in the emotional crossfire. Several of the older kids, including Janelle's and Christine's children, have allegedly distanced themselves from Robyn's family entirely. Kody's reputation in ruins. For Kody Brown, the consequences are piling up. Once a central figure on a hit reality show, Kody is now facing public humiliation, potential legal action, and the near-total alienation of the family he once led. His image, once carefully curated as a confident, quirky, and passionate father, has been replaced by that of a controlling and reckless patriarch, willing to gamble away trust, money, and relationships to maintain his version of the family. Fans have turned too. Social media is ablaze with calls for accountability and justice for the women of the Brown family. "He built the house of cards," one fan wrote, "and now it's all crashing down." Janelle and Meri, a surprising alliance. Perhaps the most unexpected outcome of all is the growing bond between Janelle and Meri, two women who, for years, shared only polite tolerance for one another. Now, with Robyn out of the picture and Kody exposed, the two women have begun supporting each other quietly behind the scenes. Neither of them has anything to prove anymore. A close friend of the family shared, "They're tired of being hurt. They want healing." Both women are reportedly exploring business opportunities independently, while also focusing on their children and personal growth. Janelle continues to prioritize her health and her fitness coaching brand, while Meri has leaned into her work at her family's bed and breakfast in Utah. What's next for the Browns? With the family fractured beyond repair and legal issues looming, the future of sister wives remains unclear. TLC has not announced plans for another season, and some insiders suggest the network may pivot to a spin-off focusing on the women rather than Kody himself. Fans, however, are hoping for something even more meaningful: closure. Closure for Janelle, who worked tirelessly for a future that was never hers. Closure for Meri, who remained loyal through humiliation and heartbreak. And closure for the children, who witnessed the slow collapse of a family held together by duty, not love. Conclusion: the end of the illusion. The story of the Brown family was never just about plural marriage. It was about belief in trust, belief in unity, belief in something greater than oneself. But belief alone isn't enough. Not when it's built on deception, favoritism, and silence. As Kody Brown faces legal consequences, and as Meri and Janelle finally step into their own truth, one thing is clear: the illusion of the Brown family is over. What remains are the embers of that dream, and the women who rose from its ashes stronger, wiser, and no longer willing to be betrayed.